FAISS is how you are storing your vector database in. So your vector database, right? You can store in many ways. One of the ways is to use FAISS way, right? Like for example, if I gave you like data and I say like, hey, can you pick a data structure to store this data? You would say like, okay, let me in any data structure, let's say array, right? I want to store everything in array. And then the next question I'm going to ask you is that, hey, when are you going to store the array? So are you going to store this array in like in a SQL database, no SQL database, or like are you going to store it in MongoDB, right? And then you'll say like, all right, let me just use like SQL, right? No worries. And then let's say you're storing the arrays in SQL database. Then the next question I'll ask is like, hey, where are you going to host this SQL database? Are you going to host it on Azure or Google Cloud, or where are you going to host, right? So these are the kind of questions you have to ask in LLM world also, which is like, all right, I have Excel sheets, right? Which data structure I'm using. So I say like, all right, the best way to store data for LLM application is vector database, because it's easy to search, traverse, find similarities and all those things, right? So you're using vector database. Now, how are you storing this vector database? You are using FAISS. Why? Because FAISS has inbuilt search mechanisms, right? Like explain that those quantization and everything, right? So those are the layers they have already built, and they have APIs available for them in Python. So you want to stick in Python, everything is there. Just store it in VectorDB using FAISS, right? And then you can load it again using FAISS. So once you load it using FAISS, you can actually use things like MMR, which is an algorithm on top of FAISS, which you can use to search the database itself, right?